Our school is lucky enough to have formed a link with a school in the Solomon Islands in Melanesia. For this partnership to be as beneficial as possible for both schools, it's important that we know a little bit more about the Solomon Islands and St Nicholas, the school we have a partnership with. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be learning a little bit more about the Solomon Islands and St Nicholas School so that we can get the most possible from this incredible link that we are so lucky to have. Just before Easter, I went to the Solomon Islands, and whilst I was away, we did loads of filming so we can show you a little bit about what it looks like. The Solomon Islands are 9,255 miles away from where we are now, and it takes about 30 hours to get there over 3 different flights. That's basically on the other side of the world, and it means there's a time difference between the UK and the Solomon Islands of about 10 or 11 hours. When we get up on a Monday morning at 7 o'clock, they'll be just coming to the end of their day at 6 p.m. on Monday evening, and when we're going to bed on Monday night, they'll be halfway through their Tuesday morning. The Solomon Islands is one country, but it's made up of 900 islands of various sizes. Some of them are tiny, and others are much bigger. There are 6 main islands that are about the same size as Northern Ireland, and St Nicholas School is on Guadalcanal, in the capital city of the Solomon Islands, Honiara. When we think about creation and are amazed at the variation and beauty of the world around us, we tend to focus on the natural world. We can stand in awe at a beautiful sunset or be amazed at pictures of the Grand Canyon and the Great Barrier Reef. And the Solomon Islands are beautiful. It's an amazing place to go for scuba diving because the water is stunningly clear, and there are amazing coral reefs and beautiful fish and sea life like dolphins. Some of the many islands are volcanic, which means that you can stand in awe at naturally hot wells that have water in them so hot that you get scalded. And loads of the islands are covered in ancient rainforests that are mostly untouched. They have waterfalls and rivers and plants and animals that we've never even heard of in the UK. Here in the UK, we have quite distinct seasons, with different weather patterns over the course of a year. In the Solomon Islands, the average temperature for every month is 26 degrees C. They have a rainy season and a dry season, but not really a spring, summer, autumn and winter like we do. Thinking about having a linked school in such a different part of the world might seem strange or difficult to get your head around, but it's also really exciting. Imagine having the opportunity to speak to someone who lives on the other side of the world, all the things you could tell them about your life and where you live, and all the things you'd be able to learn from them. Although where we live is really different and really far away, we know at the heart of everything, we're the same. In a book called Acts in the Bible, God tells us he doesn't show favouritism, but accepts from every nation those who honour him and do what is right. That means it makes no difference who you are or where you're from. If you want God and are ready to do what he says, the door is wide open for you. God's love is the same for everyone, everywhere, all of the time. And we can learn from that too. Even though it might seem a little strange talking to someone that's so far away and lives such a different life to us, we can remember that at the heart of it, from every nation on earth, we're all the same.